This is called upgrading the Honda CRV battery. You can see this is a standard size battery in the CRV. It's pretty small. And it's okay. But let's see what it has. It's 51 R1. Cold cranking amps of 410. Reserve 70. Cranking amps at 32 degrees, 512. And this one's the one I replaced it with in my old CRV. I'm going to put it in my new CRV. It is 725 cold cranking amps and 890 cranking amps at 32 degrees. So much bigger. And you have to get a new tray, which I'll show you, and a different strap, whatever. It's not that big deal. The other thing I found out when I was doing this one is down here where the negative wire, ground wire, comes into the car. You can see right there at my fingertip. It was loose there. So this is another part of this video. Take a look at that in your CRV, because that can come loose and you have to take it off with a bolt and then clean it up and get a new terminal from the auto store and crimp it on there and hook it back up, because if your car is not grounded, you can have all kinds of problems. And I wasn't having any problems, but I did it anyway. Made it all nice. I'll have to look at that on my new one. So now I have the old battery out, and you can see the tray. This is the standard CRV tray right here. We're going to reuse that. And down here you can see, I think you can see that. Right here, my finger. And at the end of my fingers, you see the nut and the wire going to the nut right there. That's the main ground to the engine. So it looks really good in this car. My other one came off there. So that's what you need to check in your CRV to make sure this didn't fray. All this frayed out. This wire frayed and came apart, and I had to get a new connector. All right, now to get the other one out. And this is the larger battery. Now this is a Honda Odyssey tray, and I'll try to link to that, but it's just a Honda Odyssey tray from a certain year, and I'll try to get the measurements of this and link to this. And you can see there's my replacement of that end on the main ground. Here's the Honda numbers. PP-TD10 and 31521-TK8A00 box battery CV1. There it is. In order to get this box to fit, the bigger box, you're gonna have to bend down this, which is normally, this is normally standing up, and I bend it down. See how this one's standing up? You have to bend it down so that the box can lay in here. So here it is all installed. I just bent that metal piece down I was talking about with a rubber mallet, and then put the big tray in from the Odyssey tray. And then this fit pretty well. I think I had to get a longer one of these at the auto store the first time I did this, so you might have to do that, but they're available. And then I just cleaned and protected the spray protectant on the terminals. And you got to make sure this fits in properly. Before I had to use like a little rubber shim in one side, but this car, it fit perfectly. And you might have to get a longer bolt here, but this is a standard size bolt. And you might have to put a washer here.